Taking a leisurely drive can be quite enjoyable. Everyone loves a good road trip, right? As long as you're driving safely, there shouldn't be any issues. However, sometimes the road itself is the problem, acting as if it needs to prove it can pass a sobriety test. From an endless highway in Australia to a road with death-defying descent, here are 15 roads you won't believe exist. Number 15. Tianmen Mountain Road, the road to heaven. Resembling a scene from a fantasy tale, the Tianmen Mountain Road stretches for 6.8 miles, beginning at an altitude of 656 feet above sea level and winding up to 4,265 feet. This road leads to the Heaven Gate, a natural rock arch revered as a link between the gods and the mortal world. To reach the top, visitors must also climb 999 steps, adding to the mystique and allure of this incredible sight. The road, known for its beauty and intensity, offers an unforgettable driving experience. Despite its ancient appearance, the Tianmen Mountain Road is relatively new. Construction began in 1998, and it opened to the public in 2006. The road features 99 sharp turns, creating a driving experience that is both thrilling and challenging. These winding sections seem almost stacked on top of each other, showcasing human engineering against the stunning backdrop of Tianmen Mountain. One unique feature of Tianmen Mountain is the cable car, which offers an alternative route to the top. The Tianmen Mountain Cableway, one of the longest in the world, stretches over 4 miles and provides breathtaking views of the winding road below and the surrounding landscape. This cable car ride is an attraction in itself, offering visitors a more relaxed way to appreciate the dramatic scenery. Number 14. The Air Highway, Australia's endless stretch. With a population of just over 26 million, Australia ranks as the 55th most populated country in the world. Most of its inhabitants reside in densely populated urban areas, leaving the vast rural expanses of the continent extremely isolated. One of the most remote parts of the Australian outback is traversed by the Air Highway, a road that offers drivers a literal straight story. The Air Highway is unique for its sheer length without any turns, making it a remarkable route spanning 911 miles. This highway connects Western Australia and South Australia via the Nullarbor Plain and is renowned as the longest straight road in Australia. Driving along the Air Highway, especially in the western stretches, can feel like a solitary journey. This section of the road is largely devoid of towns and populated areas, often featuring little more than vast open spaces and the occasional tumbleweed. However, the highway has some practical uses beyond transportation. Certain parts of the road are designed to function as emergency airstrips for the Royal Flying Doctor Service. These airstrips are clearly marked with painted runway piano keys and turnaround bays for small aircraft, providing crucial support for emergency medical services in such a remote region. The Air Highway's construction began in July 1941 and was completed in June 1942, initially as a rough track. Over the next 30 years, it was gradually paved, with the final unsealed section completed in 1976. The entire journey along this highway can take 2 to 3 days and is considered one of Australia's must-do road trips. However, the isolation and length of the road can pose significant risks. The scarcity of rest stops and accommodations makes driver fatigue a serious hazard, leading to a high rate of accidents and fatalities. To combat this, some areas have implemented programs offering free coffee to encourage drivers to rest and stay alert during their travels. Wildlife poses another danger along the Air Highway. Kangaroos, emus, and even camels are known to cross the road, particularly at dawn and dusk, often resulting in serious vehicle damage. Drivers are advised to be extra cautious during these times to avoid collisions with animals. Despite its challenges, the Air Highway remains an epic adventure, offering a unique and unforgettable experience of Australia's vast and rugged landscape. Number 13. Avenue of the Baobabs, Madagascar's natural wonder. The dirt road connecting Morondava and Belo Tsiribihina on Madagascar's west coast is flanked by dozens of ancient and rare baobab trees, creating a breathtakingly unique landscape. This stretch, known as the Avenue of the Baobabs, features giant deciduous trees that can be up to 800 years old and reach circumferences of 150 feet. These majestic trees once formed part of a dense forest, but modern development has left them standing alone, providing a striking view that captivates visitors. The Avenue of the Baobabs offers an unparalleled opportunity to see these incredible trees up close. Spanning about 853 feet, this dirt road is lined with approximately 20 to 25 of these massive baobabs. Their distinctive appearance and the beautiful setting they create draw tourists from all over the world, making it one of the most visited spots in Madagascar. Efforts to preserve this unique area have been ongoing. In July 2007, the Avenue of the Baobabs was granted temporary protected status by the Ministry of the Environment, Water and Forest. This step was part of a broader initiative to designate it as Madagascar's first national monument. The avenue has also become a focal point for local conservation projects aimed at protecting the remaining baobabs and promoting sustainable tourism practices. The trees not only serve as a symbol of natural beauty but also play a vital role in the local ecosystem, supporting various wildlife species and providing resources for nearby communities. The baobab's remarkable resilience allows them to thrive in Madagascar's dry season, and their unique structure and longevity have made them a subject of fascination for scientists and nature enthusiasts alike. Visiting the Avenue of the Baobabs offers a glimpse into Madagascar's rich natural heritage and highlights the importance of conservation efforts in preserving such irreplaceable wonders. Number 12. Trollstigen, Norway's twisty marvel. Opened in 1936, Trollstigen is famed as one of Norway's most winding roads. It boasts a steep incline of 9%, with 11 hairpin bends as it weaves its way up the mountainside to its peak, Stigera, which stands at an elevation of 2,111 feet above sea level. This road is known for its sharp twists, narrow lanes, steep inclines, and unpredictable weather, making it particularly hazardous during dark and wet conditions. It's during such times that it might be best avoided. However, the inherent danger of Trollstigen is precisely what makes it so rewarding. The 11 magnificent hairpin turns offer stunning views of the surrounding mountains. Driving Trollstigen is a thrilling and scenic experience. The road climbs through a rugged landscape filled with waterfalls, fjords, tunnels, and glacial lakes, offering views unmatched anywhere else. The bends and curves stand as a testament to the incredible skill and determination of the engineers and workers who constructed it. For centuries, this route served as an essential transport link between Valdal and Andelsens, initially as a path and later as a bridle way before the current road was built. Farmers used cart tracks to navigate this treacherous terrain. Remnants of the original packhorse trail are still visible alongside the modern road, highlighting the historical significance and the evolution of this vital route. Today, Trollstigen is not only a critical piece of infrastructure, but also a symbol of Norway's natural beauty and engineering prowess. Whether you're driving its perilous bends or simply taking in the majestic views, Trollstigen offers an unforgettable journey through one of Norway's most spectacular landscapes. Number 11. Korum Highway, the ultimate adventure route. One of the most renowned roads globally, the Korum Highway stretches approximately 800 miles and connects China with Pakistan. Commonly referred to as the Friendship Highway, this road has garnered international acclaim over the years. Some even dub it the eighth wonder of the world, due to the tremendous challenges faced during its construction and its status as one of the highest highways in the world. A section of this road traverses the Karakoram Mountains at an altitude of 15,466 feet. Construction commenced in 1959 and spanned nearly 3 decades, during which about 810 Pakistani workers and 82 Chinese workers lost their lives due to landslides. Even today, traveling the Karakoram Highway is not for the faint-hearted. Sections of the road frequently require clearing and repairs due to persistent rock slides, which sometimes necessitate complete reconstruction when parts of the road are obliterated. The highway's strategic importance is underscored by its location within the volatile Kashmir region, often exacerbating its perilous nature. In 2010, a segment of the road in the Hunza Valley was submerged, leading to the creation of the Atabad Lake Tunnel in 2015, a marvel of modern engineering. The Karakoram Highway is relentlessly battered by rockfalls, floods, and earthquakes, earning its reputation as one of the scariest roads worldwide. Driving here demands more than a regular car. A sturdy 4x4 vehicle is essential to navigate this treacherous route. Hairpin turns, sheer drops of thousands of feet, and an unstable mountainside prone to rockfalls make for a perilous journey. The road's narrowness often permits only one vehicle to pass at a time, adding to the risks, especially for those prone to altitude sickness due to the high elevations. Despite these dangers, the highway remains a crucial artery, offering breathtaking views and a sense of adventure like no other. Now it's time for today's topic. In the remote, mountainous regions of Bolivia, there lies a road that has claimed more lives than anyone cares to count. Known to locals as El Camino de la Muerte, or the Road of Death, this treacherous path has a history that haunts the minds of all who dare to drive it. Before embarking on a journey along this road, it was common for travelers to write their last will and testament, entrusting their property and belongings to their children or loved ones. The reason? The road's extreme narrowness, combined with sharp hairpin turns, steep drops, and a lack of guardrails, made survival anything but guaranteed. In fact, it's estimated that over 300 people per year lost their lives on this deadly stretch of road in its peak years. Located in the Yungas region, this road winds precariously through the Andes, where fog and rain make visibility nearly impossible. Vehicles often have to squeeze past each other with just inches separating them from plunging into the abyss. Stories of trucks, buses, and even cyclists falling off the cliffs have only added to the road's infamous reputation. For some, it's a rite of passage. For others, it's a reminder that life can be taken in an instant on the world's most dangerous road. Number 10. Khma Highway, Russia's Road of Bones. Holy moly, the Khma Highway. This infamous road stretches from Yakutsk to Magadan in Russia, offering a truly unique and harrowing adventure. Yakutsk is notorious for recording some of the coldest temperatures outside Antarctica. Despite these extreme conditions, people still live there, and the area is renowned for its stark beauty. The Khma Highway was constructed in the 1930s using nothing but hand tools by prisoners, a dark chapter in Soviet history. The highway's construction is a grim testament to the harsh realities of the Stalin regime. Known locally as the Trassa or the Route, it earned the nickname Road of Bones due to the tragic number of lives lost during its construction. The road was built by hundreds of Gulag prisoners under the Stalin regime from the 1930s to the 1950s. Initially, the first section was constructed by inmates of the Sevislag labor camp in 1932 using very basic tools like shovels and wheelbarrows, despite the availability of more advanced technology. Working on the Khma Highway was one of the harshest punishments imposed by the Stalin regime. The construction continued for 2 decades, with thousands of prisoners dying from brutal conditions, harsh treatment, and freezing temperatures that could drop as low as -70 degrees Celsius. Many who perished were buried beneath the road's foundations. It is said that the Khma Highway claimed 1 life for every yard built, making it a vast, tragic mass grave. Today, the road serves as a somber memorial, with the bones of an estimated 250,000 to 1 million people who died while constructing it still lying beneath. Number 9. Dalton Highway, Alaska's isolated route. Alaska sometimes seems like the final frontier. With 425 million acres of sprawling land, it is the largest and least populated state in the United States. This vast expanse of wilderness remains largely untouched, preserving its natural habitats. Within this remote region lies one of the most solitary roads on Earth, Alaska Route 11, better known as the Dalton Highway. Built in 1974 to support the Trans-Alaska Pipeline system, this road runs parallel to the pipeline, and despite its desolate setting, it sees a significant amount of truck traffic, up to 150 trucks in summer and 250 in winter. This road connects Fairbanks to the oil fields, highlighting its crucial role. The Dalton Highway's challenging environment requires drivers to adhere to 8 specific road rules established by the U.S. Department of the Interior's Bureau of Land Management. These rules include giving the right-of-way to big trucks, always driving with headlights on, keeping headlights and taillights clean, staying on the right side of the road, avoiding stops on bridges or hills, checking rearview mirrors regularly, pulling over safely when spotting wildlife, and slowing down when passing other vehicles to avoid throwing up mud or rocks. These precautions are essential for navigating the often extreme conditions of the Dalton Highway. This remote and rugged highway is not without its risks. Portions may close temporarily due to road work or severe weather. Driving the northernmost road in America involves real challenges, as it is essentially a gravel road fraught with enormous potholes, extreme Arctic weather, and zero visibility conditions. Services are scarce, with few stops along the way, so careful planning is essential. The highway, originally built as a supply road for oil exploration, passes through just 3 towns with a combined population of about 60 people. Traveling the Dalton Highway truly means venturing into one of the most isolated regions on the planet. Number 8. Enchi City Pontoon Bridge, the floating marvel. When most people think of bridges, they picture towering steel cables, impressive archways, and sturdy concrete structures that lift motorists high above the water. However, the Enchi City Pontoon Bridge defies this conventional image. This unique bridge plays it close to the water, bobbing up and down as cars drive across it just inches from the surface. A single misstep could mean an unexpected dip, so you might want to keep your floaties handy. So, what's the story behind this unusual bridge? How did it come into existence? Although it may seem peculiar, pontoon bridges are not uncommon and have a long history. They date back to ancient China, with the earliest records found in texts from the Zhou dynasty, which lasted from 1046 BCE to 256 BCE. Pontoon bridges use floats or shallow draft boats to support a continuous deck, making them ideal for temporary use during wartime or emergencies. However, seeing a permanent pontoon bridge in a modern city is quite rare. Interestingly, pontoon bridges are not limited to Enchi City. The Evergreen Point Floating Bridge in Washington State, USA, also employs similar technology. However, it lacks the intimate, almost immersive experience of driving just inches above the water that the Enchi City Pontoon Bridge offers. The sensation of being so close to the water's surface, with the bridge gently swaying beneath your car, is truly unique. This pontoon bridge in Enchi City is one of the few places where you might experience both seasickness and car sickness simultaneously. The combination of its historical significance, unique engineering, and scenic beauty makes it a must-visit. Number 7. Jacob's Ladder, Tasmania's treacherous climb. Jacob's Ladder is an ominous name for an equally ominous road. This unpaved route takes travelers from the base to the summit of Ben Lomond Mountain in Tasmania, ascending to an elevation of 4,760 feet above sea level. Known for its extreme hairpin turns, Jacob's Ladder is one of the most challenging roads in the world. Driving it requires exceptional skill and caution. The steep climb features a maximum gradient of 13.3%, with the average gradient being 6.1%, making it one of the most daunting alpine roads in Australia. In the middle of the ascent, drivers can find more than just hair-raising turns. The road is also home to various rock formations and scenic overlooks that provide breathtaking views of the surrounding landscape. These natural features attract not only adventurous drivers but also hikers and nature enthusiasts who visit Ben Lomond National Park. The park is known for its unique alpine flora and fauna, which add to the allure of this treacherous yet beautiful road. The maximum vehicle size allowed on Jacob's Ladder is a 22-seat bus, and bus drivers must possess an alpine license to navigate this hazardous section. The speed limit on this road is a mere 18 miles per hour, and exceeding this limit can result in disaster. Vehicles ascending the ladder must yield to those descending, though the tight turns often obscure visibility, increasing the risk of collisions. Descending the road requires shifting to the lowest gear and maintaining a steady foot on the brake to manage the steep, winding descent safely. Adding to the challenge, rockfalls and wildlife crossings are common hazards. The entire climb is only 11 miles long, but the journey is so slow and meticulous that it feels much longer. Jacob's Ladder tests not only the driver's skill but also their nerves, making it a memorable and thrilling experience for those who dare to take on the climb. The reward is a spectacular view from the summit and the sense of accomplishment from conquering one of the most challenging roads in the world. Number 6. Kardung La, the high road to adventure. Adorned with thousands of prayer flags fluttering in the wind, a small shrine, and an obligatory gift shop, Kardung La welcomes visitors to one of the highest motorable roads in the world. Situated over 17,500 feet high on the western side of the Himalayas, this roadside marker overlooks glaciers and hosts a few hardy travelers celebrating their journey to this breathtaking location. Kardung La, also known as the Kardung Pass, claims to be the world's highest motorable road at 3.3 miles above sea level. It's a thrilling yet less grueling alternative to climbing Mount Everest. Despite being accessible by car, a journey to Kardung La requires more than just a vehicle. Travelers must acclimate to the high altitude, spending a few days at lower elevations to prepare their bodies for the thin air. Oxygen tanks are also a recommended precaution, even for those simply driving the roads below. The extreme altitude poses serious risks, and passing out from altitude sickness while driving could be disastrous. Modern GPS measurements have revealed that the pass is actually 1,582 feet high, slightly lower than the official government claim of 18,380 feet. Nonetheless, it remains an exhilarating and challenging drive. The road to Kardung La offers a unique glimpse into the past, with camels from the Silk Road era still found in the Nubra Valley below. This connection to history, combined with the sheer adventure of driving to such an extreme altitude, makes Kardung La a truly special destination. Despite disputes over the exact elevation, the experience of reaching this high-altitude pass and witnessing the stunning Himalayan landscape is unrivaled. The journey, though demanding, rewards travelers with unforgettable memories and a profound sense of accomplishment. Number 5. Stelvio Pass, Italy's ultimate mountain challenge. The Stelvio Pass, known as Passo dello Stelvio in Italian, is the second highest paved mountain pass in the Alps. This remarkable road zigzags, zip-zaps, and zooms for about 29 miles over the Ortler Alps in northern Italy, near the Swiss border. While it may not rank highly for scenic beauty compared to other alpine passes, it is considered one of the most dramatic and challenging to drive. This reputation comes from its 48 nerve-wracking hairpin bends. Built by the Austrian Empire between 1820 and 1825, the Stelvio Pass was designed to connect the then Austrian province of Lombardy with the rest of the country. Climbing approximately 6,100 feet from its base to the snow-covered pass, it remains a formidable route. Imagine attempting this journey on a horse and buggy back in the day, or even worse, on foot. The Stelvio Pass has long been revered by drivers seeking a serious challenge. Since August 1898, it has hosted a hill climb event where early competitors reached top speeds of just 20 miles per hour. However, racing came to a halt during World War I when the Austro-Hungarian Empire and Italy clashed in the region. During the war, the Stelvio Pass became a battleground, with forces from both sides using the mountainous terrain for strategic advantage. Interestingly, the Swiss, known for their neutrality, protested against stray bullets crossing into their territory. Consequently, the Austro-Hungarians and Italians agreed to direct their fire down the valleys to avoid endangering Swiss civilians. This unique aspect of the Stelvio Pass's history underscores the geopolitical complexities of the time. After the war, racing resumed on the Stelvio Pass, attracting thrill-seekers and speed enthusiasts. Cyclists also take on the pass, most notably during the Giro d'Italia, which has crossed it 12 times since 1953. The Stelvio Pass gained widespread international fame in 2008 when the British television show Top Gear declared it the greatest driving road in the world. This acclaim drew serious drivers to Italy to test their skills on the pass, even though the Top Gear team later awarded the title to the Trans-Vagrusan Highway in Romania in 2009. Number 4. Guoyang Tunnel, China's hand-carved marvel. The village of Guoyang in China was once accessible only by a treacherous path carved into the side of the Taihang Mountains. This scenic but perilous route was long and arduous, with one false step leading to sudden doom. In 1972, the local villagers decided to take matters into their own hands. A small group of 13 villagers began digging a tunnel through the mountains, as going around them seemed impractical. Without access to modern equipment like excavators or dynamite, they dug using only hand tools. This monumental task took 5 years, resulting in a tunnel about 3/4 of a mile long, 15 feet tall, and 13 feet wide. What makes the Guoyang Tunnel particularly remarkable is the sheer determination and ingenuity of those who built it. The villagers, working under incredibly challenging conditions, managed to create a functional tunnel that has become a vital lifeline for their community. At the height of the digging process, progress was painstakingly slow, with the group managing to carve out just 3 feet of tunnel per day. The endeavor was so grueling that 3 villagers lost their lives during its construction. Despite these hardships, the completion of the tunnel significantly improved access to and from the village, transforming daily life for its residents. The Guoyang Tunnel has since become a significant tourist attraction, drawing visitors from around the world who marvel at this feat of human perseverance. However, it remains a challenging drive, lacking barriers and proper lighting, making it particularly dangerous at night. The locals affectionately refer to it as the road that does not tolerate mistakes, highlighting the care and attention required to navigate its treacherous path safely. Number 3. Storin's Highway Ice Bridge, Sweden's Winter Wonderland. Each year, when the Storsjön Lake freezes over, Sweden's national highway system extends slightly. A network of ferries typically crosses the lake during warmer months, but when winter's deep freeze arrives, motorists are allowed to drive over the lake's frozen surface. This seasonal ice bridge becomes an official part of the Swedish highway system from January to April, depending on how long the ice stays thick enough. Despite the lake's depths of nearly 250 feet, the ice must exceed 7.9 inches in thickness before the road can open. Sets of blinking lights at either end signal when conditions are safe for crossing. A notable feature of the Storin's ice bridge is its maintenance and regulation. Swedish authorities carefully monitor the ice conditions, ensuring it can support vehicle weights ranging from 2 to 4 long tons. Parking on the ice is prohibited, regardless of how ideal the conditions might seem for activities like ice fishing. With specific rules in place, drivers can roll down their windows and enjoy the biting northern wind whipping through their hair as they drive across the ice. However, caution is necessary, as this icy drive can be terrifying and may be better suited for snowmobiles rather than standard cars. With the ice being at least 8 inches thick, the chances of it breaking and sending a vehicle into the freezing depths are slim, but not impossible. Before embarking on this icy journey, drivers must ask themselves if they feel lucky. The Storin's Ice Bridge offers a thrilling, if not slightly nerve-wracking, adventure that showcases the beauty and danger of Sweden's winter landscape. Number 2. North Yungas Road, the death-defying descent. Due to abysmal driving conditions, Yungas Road in Bolivia has earned the nickname, the Death Road, and it's featured on numerous lists of the world's most dangerous routes. This road connects Bolivia's capital, La Paz, with the low-lying Yungas region in the imposing Cordillera Oriental mountain range. Starting from La Paz, the highest capital city in the world at an altitude of 2.2 miles, Yungas Road climbs to nearly 3 miles high at La Cumbre Pass before plunging steeply down to the town of Coroico at just 3,900 feet. This dramatic multi-mile drop is one of the longest stretches of continuous downhill road globally, making for a drive that will likely make your ears pop the entire way down. Constructed in the 1930s by Paraguayan prisoners during the Chaco Wars, the road was often cut directly into steep cliff faces. A significant aspect of Yungas Road is its perilous construction. Workers had to carve the path into solid rock on one side, while the other side drops off into a 600-meter abyss. Most of the road is a narrow 11 feet wide, with many sections unpaved and devoid of guardrails. The eastern slopes of the Andes, where the road lies, are lashed by warm, humid winds from the Amazon, bringing torrential rains and fog that soak the road and create hazardous conditions. Mudslides, tumbling rocks, and waterfalls cascading from the cliffs further increase the danger, making it a challenge even for seasoned drivers. Today, Yungas Road has become a magnet for extreme sports enthusiasts, particularly downhill bikers seeking a high-adrenaline adventure. The road's reputation and internet fame have transformed it into a destination for thrill seekers, despite the inherent risks. At least 13 cyclists have died in various accidents over the last decade. Safety measures include specific driving rules unique to this road. Unlike the rest of Bolivia, where driving is on the right, here vehicles drive on the left, providing drivers with a better view of the road's edge. Vehicles descending must yield to those climbing up, forcing faster vehicles to stop and allow safe passage. Additionally, the significant change in altitude, from freezing highlands to the sweltering lowlands, requires travelers to dress in layers and be prepared for rapidly shifting temperatures. These challenging conditions necessitate various precautions, making Yungas Road a true test of nerve and skill. Remember, a road can only be death-defying if you successfully navigate it from start to finish. Number 1. Albuquerque's musical highway, the Singing Road. There's nothing like blasting classic rock on a road trip, but what if the highway played a tune for you? That's exactly what you get with Albuquerque's musical highway. Most rumble strips alert drivers they veered too close to the road's edge with a harsh vibration, but the grooved lines on a section of Route 66 near Tijeras, New Mexico, do something unique. They sing. This quarter-mile stretch of road plays the tune of America the Beautiful, but only if drivers maintain the exact speed of 45 miles per hour, the local speed limit. Installed in 2014 through a collaboration between the New Mexico Department of Transportation and the National Geographic Channel, the musical highway was designed to encourage drivers to adhere to the speed limit. This engineering feat required precise placement of the rumble strips to create the musical notes, turning an otherwise mundane stretch of road into a memorable experience. The novelty of the Singing Road has drawn significant attention, with many drivers doubling back to hear the tune again or attempting to perfect their speed for the best musical performance. Albuquerque's musical highway has also sparked conversations about creative traffic safety solutions. The positive reception and popularity of this musical stretch have led to similar projects in other countries. Denmark has its Asfaltetoner, and Japan features Melody Road, both using similar concepts to entertain and regulate traffic. These musical roads have become minor tourist attractions, adding a layer of enjoyment to driving and highlighting innovative ways to enhance road safety. While some drivers have noted that the tune has become slightly out of tune over the years, the concept remains an impressive blend of art and engineering. Albuquerque's musical highway offers a delightful surprise for travelers. Have you ever driven on one of these roads? Share your experiences in the comments below. See you next time.